Well, welcome, Amanda Bergen. I'm very glad to have you here today, and I wanted to introduce you to my audience and your services as someone who provides training for people that are going to be in front of a camera. So, explain a little bit what you do and how you do it.
Good question. I teach people to be comfortable, to be themselves, to be engaging in a virtual environment in front of a camera. So, simply put, I teach you to be yourself in front of a camera.
And you've been doing this for a number of years, but you also have a history in broadcasting, correct?
I do. I was a television news reporter for a very long time. I was in Houston, Texas, Chicago, Washington, D.C. It was a very exciting job. After that, I went and worked for Home and Garden Television, HGTV, which anybody who owns a home has probably watched a few shows. I did that for a few years, and then I got into corporate communications, political communications, and public relations. And what I found through all of that was that what I loved most was teaching people how to be good in front of a camera, how to be themselves, how to be natural, because it's not an intuitive skill.
Well, it used to be that only a small number of people ever needed to worry about this, but now the way the technology is and the way that the ubiquity of cameras and digital,
Right.
it really is becoming a skill set everybody's got to have, pretty much, correct?
Right. It's a digital age, and it's all about the video. And marketing companies will tell you that if you don't have video, you're missing the boat. So you really need to be good in front of a camera.
So a lot of corporations and others are putting out more equipment and platforms for this sort of video engagement. Where in the entire chain of events do you come in and provide value?
Well, it saves so much time and so much money if you can communicate virtually, just like you and I are doing right now, and we're not in the same state. It's faster, it's efficient. So a lot of companies are putting their resources into training or communicating with their employees virtually. Our employees may be around the country or around the globe. So once they've decided to do that, they set up the platform. They bring a company in that knows the technology. They decide what they need, how to set it up. Once that is in place, then I come in and I teach the teams how to be effective within that platform, as they're communicating. Because if they're not good at it, then they're actually defeating the purpose. They're going to have to put even more time and money into communicating if they don't do it well the first time.
Okay, so your role isn't to consult with companies on the setup of these platforms, it's to teach their people, from trainers to executives to other communicators, how to be good facilitators in front of a camera.
Exactly.
Okay. And that's going to be skill. That's a skill that's going to be needed more and more on every division of the company.
Right, and you make a good point with the executives. A lot of them have had traditional media training where they've been taught how to interact with reporters, but what the new media training is how to be good in front of a camera, because a lot of company newsletters now are video, and the CEO needs to get in front of a camera and send his or her message out to all the employees. And if that person looks shy and sweaty and uncomfortable, what are the employees going to think? They're not going to have a lot of confidence in their boss.
Yes, okay. So we came across each other in the pharmaceutical world where I do some work and you do some work. Tell me about the type of ideal clients that you work with and what sort of things you offer them in this training.
Well, the nice thing about what I do is that it really does apply to everybody across the board. I have clients in the financial industry. I have a big agricultural firm I work with, other corporations. Pharmaceutical industry in particular is a good one because they already have a sales force around the country, around the world, and they need to have frequent communication with those sales reps. They need to get new drug information out. They do regular training, and so they've naturally moved into this virtual communications realm. And the trainers need to be good at it, and they need to be engaging, or they're not going to get their reps on board, and they've defeated the purpose.
Okay, so you do workshops, you do one-on-one training, you even have I think, a virtual platform called eRave where people can take this sort of at their own pace online?
Right. We do whatever the client needs. We tailor our services to the needs of the client. So we might do a day-long workshop for a group of 15 people. We might do it over the period of a week. And sometimes after those workshops, some of the people we've trained might say, you know what, I need a little extra help here. Can Amanda come in? Can her team come in and work with me one-on-one? So we will do that with trainers, executives, anybody who feels that they need some more personal one-on-one training. And then we've developed a proprietary software program, eRave, as you mentioned, and this is a way for companies to license the program and teach large numbers of their employees very quickly how to be good in front of a camera.
Okay. Well, the technology, of course, is getting better and better. It's still not perfect, and so even in our interaction, you can tell there's some lag time here and there and all of that, but it's clear that if you carry yourself well in front of a camera, you can be that much more effective in every area of your professional life. So thanks for joining us, Amanda, and I look forward to our ongoing collaboration in serving our corporate clients.
So do I. Thanks, Steve.